Let's get it. A slogan, a message, a saying of the great Mean Muffin or Mean Muggin. Mark, our Canadian brethren, in the house on a Saturday night. Know he's enjoying his day off, enjoying his night off, enjoying sleeping in tomorrow. What's going on? Blake in here, Shamrock in here, already talking about Helen Hunt. Helen, where art thou? I said she's getting dressed. She did her hair. She wore a nice skimpy outfit for Shamrock. I should load up a new Helen Hunt picture every show. I guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a different Helen Hunt picture every show. But I'm gonna retire this one. This is the last time we're gonna see this Helen Hunt thing. Hopefully I remember. But this is it right here. This is the last time we're gonna see this Helen, at least this show. So she looks great. But wait till you see the one I'm gonna bust up next time. I might Photoshop her on like a supermodel or anything. A lot of ideas. What's up, Connor? Baseball. Dodgers got Skubal? No way. Fun fact, Tyler Skubal is from my parents. My parents moved to Arizona in Kingman, smaller-ish town, northwest part of Arizona. He is from, that's his hometown. So he's like a hero there. He's a badass player. But, all right, we're going to start with DraftKings tonight. We were going to do our sleeper, our league with all of us together. We didn't have enough time to throw it together. We didn't fill the league. So next Saturday and every Saturday until the season starts, we'll be doing a community members only sleeper draft payment on LeagueSafe. So if you're interested, if you're in the community, the link's in there. I'll set a separate page up, and then you can join, and we'll set it up for next Saturday. All right, let's join this. It's a 500K play action. I'm going to count you guys down. So let's just get this rolling. I got some people over. We'll see. I'll still be on for quite a while. You know me. Who knows? It might not be a 4-hour night. We're going to have a fun time, having a good time tonight. Let's join it up in 5 seconds. So get ready for the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and join. There we go. Seven out of 12. We have 5 more openings. Yeah, that's the Dodgers, though, man. That's why baseball needs to figure out what they're doing. I mean, I know it's been no salary cap league for a long time, but this shit's out of control. And it's amazing the Dodgers have, they've been having great success recently, but for all that stretch, they weren't having it. So, they're going to be the top two team, probably the best team in the NL for the foreseeable future. You still have time, Connor. There's only 7 out of 12 people in here, so you can deposit. There it goes. Shit, my bad. I didn't see your message until I already joined, Connor. We're probably going to hop into an underdog after this. There's not a lot. It just filled. This is a $3 one. We'll see. We'll take a vote on what people want to do, and we'll just do that for the second draft. If we get to 3 drafts tonight, we will definitely move over to underdog after this. 6 hole. Okay, I get that all the time. Who's in here with me? Derek, Max, Blake. Is that it? If anyone else is in here, let me know who is in here, and I will shout you out. We'll talk about your squad. Hit the like button, boys. We need 30 likes to get a 3rd draft. Yeah, Max is at 1. I'm fine with 6. We're in August, boys. August 1st today. So, Blake, you're the guy that does this. Is it 40 or 30, 38 days of the season? Something like that? Shamrock's doing his Corgi. I already did my Corgi. The second day they dropped that tournament, I did a slow draft on a Corgi. I probably should have waited. Well, I did it, and I didn't realize it was a 1-entry max. And then after I already signed up for the slow draft, I look, and it's a 1-entry max. Gibbs or Bijan? It's Gibbs for me. I do like Bijan at full PPR. I think that kind of bridges the gap. For me, the tiebreaker is bye week. Bijan has a week 11 bye Mageddon, and Gibbs has a week 6 bye. So I much prefer having start a draft off with a week 6 bye than week 11. 38 days until the start of the season. Blake is on the clock. Oh, he takes McCaffrey. Let's do something a little weirder here. Let's take CeeDee Lamb at 6. What up, Dakota? How we doing? Yeah, not only do the Dodgers have a lot of money, they spend their money wisely. They're not afraid to eat their money when they make a mistake. It's a well-oiled machine there in LA that most of our, whatever teams we're a fan of in baseball, we're all jealous because they're just dominating. I have moved up CMC a little bit in my ranks. Just, Pearsall being out. Like, I know Debo could take some snaps from him, but Jordan James is already hurt. Kalen Black's a rookie. It's going to be the same old thing with CMC. It's just about health, right? I feel like his upside is higher without Ricky Pearsall. JSN falls to 9. Wow. 9. 9 times. Blake saying, fuck it, he's going YOLO here. I like that. It's that time of year when we've done a lot of these drafts, and it's time to kind of just diversify, take some shots. This is a $3 tournament. Big tournament, though, in terms of entries. A lot of entries. You really think Evans down? I don't know if I would move Evans down. Because Debo doesn't affect him. I guess Pearsall would open up more of the field for him. Is the thought? It's a good point. It's a good point. There goes Brock Bowers to Blake. I wasn't super high on Mike Evans in the first place. The age, I do see the outcome where the Devontae Adams thing, which we can't deny. Like, and people will be like, Brock Purdy's not Matt Stafford. Dude, Brock Purdy's pretty fucking good. And Kyle Shanahan's pretty fucking good. And Mike Evans is pretty fucking good. Like, that should work. I just see George Kittle when he's healthy eating in. Christian McCaffrey, the offense still runs through him. It's got to be touchdowns with Evans. I think Evans will have more, yardage and reception. Maybe not reception total than Devontae Adams. So definitely a higher yardage upside. He's a 1,000-yard guy. We're going to do that next week, Jay. Next week for the sleeper draft. We'll organize it in the Discord for you guys. I figured it would fill today. We announced it earlier, but it is Saturday. People have some things going on, I'm sure. Just hoping I can get Pickens to fall back. That was definitely not going to happen. Heyo. Take Trey McBride at pick 30. Take that all day. I don't think Blake would do that. You don't want to double up at tight end. Blake with the Emeka Egbuka selection.
And you got to give credit to this rookie sensation wide receiver out of Ohio State, Emeka Egbuka. Emeka Egbuka. Emeka Egbuka.
Emeka Egbuka. Love Gronk. Gronk's the man. I would, if I had to take a stance, I'd say more so on the cooked end than not cooked. But if anyone could get the most out of Debo and utilize him properly, it is Kyle Shanahan, because he made Debo what he is. I mean, Debo, the athlete, is elite, was elite. But the pairing is perfect there. This is probably the best landing spot for Debo, especially when you factor in the Pearsall injury. I'm probably not touching Debo in redraft. I think I would prefer him in half PPR because he might have some touchdown upside. Like, Diggs is much more appealing to me, and obviously he goes higher. But if he signs with the Commanders, that's the spot. That's the player. Hetzer's got that badass Egbuka jersey, custom-made Egbuka jersey. Perfect. I like drafting from this middle spot, 5, 6, 7. There goes McLaurin. It's a good pick from Garrison. Got Mr. Garrison in here. Or Mrs. Garrison, depending on what season of South Park you're watching. Although in reality, it's always Mr. Garrison. I wish I still had that clip of the operation that Mrs. Millen. So Tech goes like pick 36 on Underdog. Pick 44. The ADP is 6 spots difference on DraftKings, which is kind of weird. I get he's not like a PPR maven, but dude had 70 receptions last year as a rookie. What's up, Derek? Chris Kyle, the American Sniper, Mr. Free Throw. He's got a million names in here. How you doing? Happy Saturday to you. Derek's got like a week and a half left before he goes back and starts teaching Shaping Young Minds. When is the date, Derek? Is it next week? Not this coming week, but the week after you go back to school? So let's all pour one out for Derek's summer that he had. The summer of best ball. The summer of love. Christian Watson off the board at 49. Aggressive, but I dig it. Someone took Judkins? Whoa. Someone took Judkins at 38. Holy shit. All right. Man, we would have loved to get Tootin there. No. We're going to take Hendy. We're going to mix it up a bit. Not a big Hendy guy, as you guys know. I will take him time to time. So this is your Monday. You have to go back to work, Derek, is what you're telling us. I don't know if Derek's quite on the Ray schedule of like Ray will be on the streams with me until 2 a.m. and have to wake up at fucking 5:30 for work. But he seems like a dude that's gonna tough it out, hang out with us. Because if you're not, we're gonna miss the fuck out of you most of these nights, dude. I mean, actually, in the draft room, we're not gonna miss you at all. But in the chat, we'll miss you. You know, we'll miss your presence. We're not gonna miss having worse teams because you're around, because all you do is draft bangers. Definitely some reaching going on in this draft, which is giving us some value. Brian Thomas goes off the board way earlier than usual. Tyler Warren a little earlier than usual. Swift falling all the way to 57 seems like really nice value. That is about 6 spots of value. The Zay Flowers squad gets a Lamar Jackson at value. That's a nice team he's got going. Genty, Hampton, Flowers, McLaurin, and Jackson. Watch him do something weird, though, and double up Lamar with Jaden Daniels. Mrs. Garrison over here. Derek's going to get Bucky Irving all the way at the 5-6 turn. Nope, he got sniped, and it's gone. When you're at the 1 or 12 spot, specifically the first and second pick, your stacks will always get sniped from you. It's just the way the quarterback ADP works. Speaking of Big Ray, I mentioned him earlier. We have not seen a lot of pictures from his little bachelor party getaway. We saw the one he sent right away when he was there. So I hope he's doing all right. I should probably reach out to him and make sure he's still upright, you know? There goes Joe Burrow for the T. Higgins team, which is Derek. It's fair. That is exactly why, especially in a redraft, like in best ball, I can see Josh Allen and Lamar still not a good strategy, but that's why we don't do mock drafts, because just compromises everything that's real about it. There's nothing real about a mock draft. I would never take any stock in that. There goes Tyson. Some nice options here on the board. Tate, Marvin Harrison. So I'll take either or. Probably want to have Tate because I have so much Marvin Harrison. And Tate has ADP of 62. Got a little value there from Tate. There goes Stevenson. We're going to hop in Carnell Tate. There goes Marv. Blake, are you scared about Marvin Harrison? I mean, I know you just took him, but in general, are you frightened off by the awful, awful stuff we've seen out of Cardinals camp? Because it is pretty alarming if you're a Marvin fan or a Marvin Dynasty owner or someone that's willing to draft Marv at his ADP, which shouldn't be scary at all because Marvin Harrison has a very, very fair ADP this year. It's free relative to the player we thought he was. And I emphasize thought he was. Derek's wondering what Golden Tate is doing these days. Golden Tate is probably working for a garage. I can see him being a mechanic. Just that kind of hard-nosed dude. Made a lot of money in the league. I think he's a Notre Dame guy, right? Golden Tate went to Notre Dame. Here goes Michael Wilson. We have McMillan, Tate, and damn, someone took Dak. Come on. That would have been sick. Let's wait at quarterback and take Chris Godwin. Not a bad squad, man. We're going to have some quarterback issues. We were hoping Dak fell back to us at pick 78. Didn't happen. So now we have Malik Willis, possibility. Malik Willis, Jacoby Brissett, Bryce Young, Cam Ward, and Baker Mayfield. All options. Again, I'm not stacking nearly as much on DraftKings in full PPR as I would on Underdog. Still want to have a couple stacks in a giant tournament like this. Caleb with a giant fall to the Loveland Swift team. That's a really nice pick. All the way down to pick 81 for the Caleb team. Super nice, super nice. He could also come back, and it'd probably be too much, but come back and take Trevor Lawrence to pair up with Parker Washington. That'd be a pretty good option for him if he wants to go that route. Derek will get some value here from what I see on the board. Jalen Hurts is available, so there's no way Jalen Hurts falls past the guy at the 11th spot. But we would love to take Jalen Hurts at pick 91 unstacked. We don't care. There goes Harvey. There's a chance, though, that people take Herbert and Lawrence over Jalen Hurts, depending on stacks, personal preference. I am still taking, there goes Justin Herbert. I am still taking Jalen Hurts, even without stacks, over Trevor Lawrence. Like unstacked, redraft, stuff like that. As much as I'm a Jalen Hurts hater, come on, got to give the guy some credit. Never finishes outside the top 8 quarterbacks, and that's where he's getting drafted, quarterback 8. All right, there goes Lawrence. So the 2 guys before me, there goes Hurts. That's the Devonta Smith team. All right, makes sense for him. Oh, shit. Man, I want to take Sam Laporta here, but I already have Trey McBride, so we're gonna take Josh Downs. Hold on a second. Pick 102. I was debating taking Rico Dowdle, but I feel like the running back coming back in the next round will be better than the wide receiver. There goes Kenny Gainwell. The teams that turnover there to my left both have 3 running backs. They shouldn't be really taking running backs. Sam Laporta will be off the board here shortly. Kyle Pitts is already off the board, so there goes Pollard. Hubbard and Dowdle. I just need one of these running backs to fall back. We would even consider Rashad White here. So there goes Laporta. Laporta falls to pick 98, 96. Great value for Laporta from Max. Killing it, man. Killing it. Wonder how far Xavier Worthy will fall. I mean, the injury doesn't seem to be serious, but they haven't reported anything about it. Just a shoulder injury. Carted off, but was riding in the front. But Xavier Worthy is a very frail individual that has a injury history for sure. So his ADP is 109. He has a top receiver on the board. Perfect. Take the receivers. We need running back really bad here. Really bad. Guys, we need 20 more likes on this video for a 3rd draft. We're doing a 2nd one after this. 20 more likes, $25 in super chats, or a Patreon member, or 10 subs. Any of those things, boom, 3rd draft. Be on here for a while. Yeah, that's where Laporta's ADP is, right? There goes Dowdle. There goes Corum. See what Blake does here. We would definitely take Chuba Hubbard here. I've been kind of avoiding him because I have so much Chuba Hubbard from earlier on. So I don't hate the ADP we were getting him at earlier. Now he's just slowly falling to pick 89. And this is pick 102. J.K. Dobbins has vowed to play all 17 games this season. Well, I vowed not to eat shitty food, but I had a burger tonight. So he can say that all he wants. Like, I don't think J.K. Dobbins has been missing games in the past because he didn't want to play. He's been missing games because he can't stay healthy, and it's cost him a lot of money. So that's an interesting take. No, Josh Allen unstacked is totally fine. Lamar Jackson unstacked, we don't prefer it. Jaden Daniels, guys like that. The guy that definitely should be unstacked, or it doesn't really matter, is Malik Willis, because you're probably going to be wrong on the stack. The stack won't be valuable. I'm more so of the belief that, like, you don't really need to double stack Josh Allen. You don't need to double stack. And if you do, it should be later players. Like, don't reach on DJ Moore. Don't reach on Dalton Kincaid. Grab your late guys, right? Grab Shakir. Grab Keon Coleman. Grab Skylar Bell. Take some shots there, so you're not putting as much investment in stacking Josh Allen, because Josh Allen will have 2 rushing touchdown games, which that's where his money is made. That's why he's the best quarterback in football. That's why he's the best fantasy asset. That's why every year he finishes a top 2 quarterback. And McAuliffe, and that was like a one-off, right? That was one season he played 15 games. Other than that, it's been like 11 games, 9 games, 6 games. Yeah, I know, Dakota. I'm just trying to, I'm doing a 5-week cleanse kind of thing where I'm eating like a fucking squirrel. And I don't like it. I don't like it. All right, so we have Devin A-Chain, Hendy, Chuba Hubbard at running back, CeeDee Lamb, Ted McMillan, Carnell Tate, Chris Godwin, Josh Downs at wide receiver, Trey McBride at tight end, no quarterback. Not a bad squad. There goes Dubs. This dude should definitely take Worthy here. I mean, there's no news yet. Doesn't seem terrible. He's got Mahomes. He takes Kyler. All right. So we're going to take Worthy for sure if he's here. Let's take him. It's worth a shot in a $3 draft. The report is he appears to have avoided a serious injury. And Worthy does go later in DraftKings and he does an Underdog because it's full PPR. Although I still think he has like 65 to 70 reception upside. We saw that as a rookie in per game when he got that role. Rashee Rice is back, so he's not going to have that role per se. But, you know, Mahomes' lack of rushing this year, at least perceived lack of rushing, should be a boom for a player like specifically Kenneth Walker. But Xavier Worthy, maybe they design him some shorter stuff. Just to get the ball in his hands. Like he did his rookie year, they're giving him end arounds, quick pop passes, things like that. Oh, shit, it was his rookie year is 15 games. Yeah, 8 games, 1 game, 13, 10 games. You know what, though? 13 and 10's okay, but that stretch of 9 games in two years is really rough. Dobbins also said he will finish at RB1. He'll finish as an RB1. Or RB1. Either way, he's not an RB1, period. Not even on his own team. Did you guys hear the report that Taysom Hill might be back with the Broncos? Sean Payton just can't help himself. And if that's the case, guys, we have to lower. If they bring in Taysom Hill, we have to lower every single running back in that room because they're going to run him on the goal line. That's what Sean Payton's going to do. He's going to get 3 or 4 touches a game. Doesn't sound like a lot, but they're already potentially splitting that backfield 3 ways. If you add Taysom Hill to the mix, that is literally going to come off either Jonah Coleman, you know, J.K. Dobbins, potentially R.J. Harvey. Wild stuff. Why not, though, I suppose? They also don't really have a tight end to speak of. All right, this is the perfect spot for Malik Willis for me. I don't have a lot of good stacking options. No one that's like double stackable at this point, unless I backstack somebody with some shitter. So we're going to take Malik Willis. We can grab Greg Dulcich for our second tight end. We already have Trey McBride with pretty good value on Trey McBride. So we'll just take Dulcich, and I will try to get probably 2 more. I'm going to get 2 more quarterbacks. We'll try to get Daniel Jones. We'll try to get Bryce Young. Something like that. You know, I could have taken Baker Mayfield here at pick 115 where I took Xavier Worthy. But I thought Worthy was a nice find here. When the news comes out tomorrow or next day that he's totally fine, you'll see Worthy start going in his normal spot. And this is a long-standing tournament, right? Where this stretch is where we want to take Worthy in DraftKings, where he usually goes pick 105, 106. Like, he's not going to get lower than 115 unless, you know, he's questionable to start the season if they report that tomorrow. I don't think they're going to report that. I think he's fine. So we want to – this is an advantage you could have in these big tournaments is grabbing a guy that's – and it's risky, right? What if it comes out that he's going to start the year on the pup? Risky, but a $3 tournament, we want to get risky. Like, people were taking Ricky Pearsall the last couple of days, and we didn't know in, like, the 15th round. And that could have been a potential league-winning pick, but it ended up turning out that it's a 0. And I'm glad I didn't do that at all. I would have taken Pearsall in the 18th round the last couple of days. He just never fell there. I wonder if someone like doesn't know the news, they draft Pearsall, Or someone could get auto drafted Pearsall as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's on the top of the list. So, all right. We could take Sam Darnold and backstack him. We could also take Cam Ward, Bryce Young as well. Man, we don't love the running back options later, but I really need to solidify this quarterback room with Danny Dimes. Sam Darnold's there. Oh, there goes Danny Dimes. Okay, man. Third quarterback. Does this dude have any correlation with him? All right, we'll take Woody Marks. It's fine. Does this dude have any correlation with Daniel Jones, or do you just take him? Okay, he has Tyler Warren. I feel like that's too much, dude. Goff, Love, and Daniel Jones. Maybe not. If you max out the $25 tourney, they give you $375 in DraftKings dollars if you spend $3,750. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do it, like if you're like if you want to do like 3,000 of those, you might as well do the extra 750. But that's not really a nice return. I will say I've done a lot of DraftKings Millie Makers. I've only done a couple Best Ball Manias, but I've done 10 or 11 Millie Makers. The advancements rates are easier in the DraftKings Millie Maker, so it's a safer bet to return some pretty good money. Where Underdog has it formatted where if you can just get to the finals, which is very tough, you make fucking a boatload. So I'd rather hedge and just try to make $400 or $500 on a couple of the tournaments to clear a G or two. Also, I just prefer, if I'm gonna put that much in a best ball tournament, in such a big tournament, like big in terms of the pool of players and buy-in if you do a bunch of them, I want 20 rounds. I want 20 rounds to play with. 18 rounds, man, not a fan of that. Oh, shit. Okay. A couple good options here. So Sam Darnold's available. We have nothing with Sam Darnold. We do have some correlation with Cam Ward, but we need another receiver anyway. So we could take Darnold and take Torrey Horton late. I'm going to take Cam Ward. I already have the correlation. I have no stacks right now. So someone's going to get a really nice value on Sam Darnold because I passed on him. Cam Ward is also a value. And I know some of you guys are as hip to Torrey Horton as I am. There's no guarantee I'd get Torrey Horton. And I already need to take Greg Dulcich for my second tight end. So I don't really have the option for A.J. Barner. So I really want to take Sam Darnold there. He's still available. So Derek or this guy, the field guy, Fidel Cashflow. That's a great name. Fidel Cashflow. Trademark that shit. He has one quarterback only, so he's going to get a hell of a value if this guy doesn't take him. If he does not take Sam Darnold here, I know Derek's ass will do it. Maybe he won't. He actually probably won't. He has Burrow and Herbert. Smart decision there. Smart decision. No one wants Sam Darnold? I mean, Evan Ingram is probably a value in these drafts just based on the fact this is my Hawkinson take. It's like Hawkinson was going 10 and 5. I have to talk about Hawkinson every single episode, by the way. I'm contractually obligated to do so. Evan Ingram was going like 10 and 8 last year, 10 and 7, 10 and 9. Now he's going 10 and 30. It's unreal. And nothing's changed there. They drafted Justin Jolly. Taysom Hill isn't really going to play tight end even if they sign him, but there's also the potential that they don't like what they're seeing from Ingram. He had a bad year last year. They cut him. He would land somewhere else, though. Evan Ingram can still ball. He can still be a solid receiving tight end. All right, we need Bryce Young here. If this guy takes a fourth quarterback, all right, sweet. So quarterback room is pretty decent for how long I waited. Malik Willis, Cam Ward, and Bryce Young. We will take that. We will take that, dudes. So we have Ted McMillan and Bryce Young. We have Cam Ward and Carnell Tate. Malik Willis. We need to get Greg Dulcich late. And we also have Chuba Hubbard. So double stack with Bryce Young. Pretty solid little squad here I'm building. 3, 4, 6, 1 so far. Again, we only need 2 tight ends in this team. Greg Dulcich is already gone. He was already even off the board before I took Bryce Young. Wow. Okay, so we will have to take Gunnar Helm. Or screw it. We don't need to try to worry about stacking, I guess. This is shitty stuff. I need Dylan Sampson on this team. Give me Sampson. Blake has no reason to take a 6 running back here. He could do it, but he only has 5. He has 5 receivers only, so let's see if this guy does it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He takes Ricky Pearsall. Yes. Thank you. Let's all thank Flack for doing that. That must have been an auto draft or something. That is not what you want to see, man. For him, at least. Yes. Dylan Sampson, baby.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cramp.
Pretty nice little running back room we built with Evan A-Chain, Hendy, Chuba Hubbard, super late, Woody Marks, and Dylan Sampson. I am cool with just ending it here. I would take a 6th later if I like somebody that falls, but I have no reason to force it. If we can get Gunnar Helm, we'll be super happy. If not the end of the world. We have Sadiq, Hawk, and Gunnar Helm all available for us. 1, 2, 1. I know Derek's taking my boy Hawkinson. I know that's going to be the case. We'll see. This is going to be Hawkinson. He is on Hawkinson like I am on Hawkinson. We'll see. He's going to do it here. He wants to respect the man and pick him 1 pick earlier than his turn pick. Let's check it out. There he is. TJ Hawkinson off the board. Pearsall, GOAT. I love the game of Ricky Pearsall. I'm not going to deny that, but it's not been great returns. McCall thought Ingram was going to be Jordan Reed 2.0 in New York, and oh boy, did that flop. You know what? Evan Ingram has a 112 catch season in Jacksonville, so that's much more than Jordan Reed ever did. So, you know, I love Jordan Reed. I always had high hopes. I always drafted him. The idea of Jordan Reed was much better than actually Jordan Reed. You know, it looked awesome. He was a monster of a man. Just could never stay on the field. Concussions got him for sure. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of concussion stuff. Max has 1 decent stack. Let's see here. Josh Allen and Shakir. CJ Stroud and Schultz. All right. All right, we got a good chance to get Gunnar Helm here. This man has sniped me before. He takes Sadiq. Thank you, sir. Take a second stack with Cam Ward. So we have 2 stacks with Bryce Young, 2 stacks with Cam Ward. Our first quarterback, unfortunately, is Malik Willis with 0 stacks. Totally fine. Yeah, it's a pretty good year, McCall. 87 catches. I didn't realize he caught 11 touchdowns. But look up Evan Ingram's 2023, I think. Look up Evan Ingram's first year in Jacksonville. It was 112 catches, probably only like 6 touchdowns. Can you post that for me so I don't have to look it up? Appreciate you. I love how Dakota prefaces it with serious question talking about Pearsall. Thank you. What is Pearsall's trade value in Dynasty? Got to be a 0 chance. Niners give him an estimated 15. Yeah, no, they're not giving him the 5th year option. And Ricky Pearsall, I believe, is he 26 already? He was an old rookie. So I think he'll be 27 when he gets on the field again next year. What is Pearsall's trade value? He's a guy I would trade for, right? Because he's not going to have a lot of trade value. Not a lot of trade value. They already made the move of Stribling, which was a hedge against Pearsall's health, which they knew something we didn't know. You know, Mike Evans is going to be gone probably after this year, but, you know, they'll find somebody else. So 4 touchdowns. Holy shit. 114 catches for Evan Ingram, 963 and 4 touchdowns. So, yeah, the rest of the numbers, like 963 is weak with that amount of catches. 4 touchdowns is insanely bad. But 104, that's like, there's only a couple guys in history that have that number. Zach Ertz is one of them. Obviously, Trey McBride recently. Let's take Zach Branch here. That's Derek. Trade value in which dynasty league is the real question. Nice call, man. In ours, you know, the value is relative, and we've seen that. Not on us. We haven't made a single trade, man. We haven't made a single trade. Is a 27-second too much for Ricky? Ooh. So a 27-second in terms of the value of a dynasty startup, that's like an 11th round value. And Ricky Pearsall, probably, dude. I would say a 28-second is better, because a 27-second, that's a hell of a draft by all accounts. Like, and it's next year's draft. So if it was a 28-second, I would probably pull the trigger on that. Max can't get away from week 8-9 buys. Connor says burger, some valid food, Rob. I mean, I love burgers, bro. I love beef. But I've been kind of avoiding tasty stuff, which all the stuff that's bad for you is tasty. There was also 1 year. So Evan Ingram had his first year places. That's why people were buying in last year. Evan Ingram's rookie year, I think he broke the tight end receiving record. Then Kyle Pitts broke that after. Evan Ingram had like 80 catches as a rookie. Then he was awful, hurt. And then his first year in Jacksonville had 114 catches. And then next year, not as good. And then obviously the first year with Denver last year was a total train wreck. Evan Ingram's essentially a glorified receiver. He's not really a tight end. Ooh. Is this running back room good enough? A-Chain, Hendy, Hubbard, Woody Marks, Dylan Sampson. Doesn't seem good enough. It is really gross, though, right now. Should have probably taken a running back instead of Keon Coleman. Great minds, Dakota. Great minds, my dude. Dakota, you got to let me know next time you want to come on the show, dude. We're winding down these best ball nights. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming 34 of my redrafts starting in about 3 weeks. And we have a lot of segments coming up, which we will still do some drafts after the segments, but not as many of these nights left, which is kind of sad. We've had a great time just pounding best ball all summer. Actually, we started doing this in the springtime, if you remember, like March. And then as well, during the season, Dakota, you know, you're one of the dudes. Derek, Dakota, you guys know who you are. If you're a fanatic, you're welcome on the show. You are welcome on the show. I think I've been saying Friday nights after Tom comes on. We'll obviously usually do 3 or 4 hours on Friday night. Tom's only coming on for like an hour and a half to 2 hours. The last part of the show will be fan night. So 2 of you guys every single Friday night come on, talk some ball, answer some questions. You know what we do around here. Yeah, it's some weak touchdown production from Evan Ingram. His most he's ever scored was rookie year of 6, and then 3, 3, 1, 3, 4, 4, 1, 1. Kind of sounds like my boy TJ Hawkinson. He does not score a lot of touchdowns either, which is not great. Yeah, I think our first one was in February, Dakota. It was because when was the combine? Combine is March, right? So it was before. So the combine was March, and we were doing the little boards, which was I think before the combine. No, I don't know if it was February. It was either late February or early March. It was definitely March. It's wild, man. We are already in August, so we were drafting fucking 5 months ago. We've been doing 5 months of these fuckers. There goes Chris Bell, Mason Taylor. We get Ollie Gordon off the board. Dude's taking all these Dolphins players, which we probably should do for sure. One shot on a Dolphins player, right? There's a lot of them. The thing is, all the Dolphins receivers are still available. Tolbert, Douglas, and Kevin Coleman are still available. Wild. Let's just take the safe guy here. Jalen Tolbert. Going to be on the field a lot. It's more of a play for early in the season, which is silly. But, Zach Branch might be a guy that booms later in the season. So, what's up, Corey? What's your favorite position to draft in a 12-team league? So for these best ball drafts, I like the right side. I like 9 through 12. In redraft, I see the advantage. The advantage of having Gibbs, Bijan, Jamar Chase is much more important in a redraft because you don't have the ability to use your bench in your lineup, right? How best ball works. So to have an elite player pays off more in a redraft, specifically a shallow league, but even a deeper 12-team league, I want the advantage of having Gibbs and Bijan. So I will favor the front more so than I would in a best ball. But I think I like the middle. I think I really dig like 4 through 6, 4 through 7. Because you're going to have some people reaching on CMC, reaching on JSN, letting you get Puka at 5. You get St. Brown. You get that option there. Then you still get a good running back in the second round. You get Brock Bowers in the second round from that position. You're going to get either... someone might fade. There might be a league that fades Kenneth Walker. You get Kenneth Walker at pick 19. So I feel like there's 20 players I really feel confident in. If we look at this board, so pick 19, I got 8-chain. Pick 20, Brock Bowers. Everyone to the right here, and I can say I put Drake London in that tier. Henry, if it's half BPR especially. But then when you start getting over here, it's like Nico Collins, Rashee Rice. I'm not really big into A.J. Brown. This draft, Neighbors went early, so that's why this looks a little skewed. But usually right here, the first 3, if everyone takes who they should take, you're going to be stuck with taking Rice or Collins, which I don't love. So when you have, 4, 5, 6, 7, this stretch right here, you're guaranteed Bowers, Chase Brown, A-Chain, Kenneth Walker, those guys, which I love. I'm fine with all those guys in the second round. So, and then when you pick in the back end here, you have to make a choice. Do you want Barkley? Do you want Hampton? Do you want Walker? I have those guys all in a bucket. So I think my answer is 4, 5, 6, and 7. Sean likes 8 or 9. 8 or 9 is good too because then you get to whoever falls to you, right? So this is 6, 7, 8 right here. So you get Walker, Brown, AJ Brown, Hampton. Sometimes Saquon falls here in PPR. I do like that. No draft grades. I will read off Blake's team. If you send them to me in the chat like Blake did, I'll give you a grade. It's just so hard to look at it the way they format it here on DraftKings. Underdog's easy because it goes position by position. So give me a second, Blake. I'll give you one. We're going to hop in one more of these drafts. Same draft. I'm going to get to the lobby. We'll count it down. Max thinks he got a C. If you want to draft with us, just wait for the countdown. Excuse me. We're doing the 500K play action right here, $3 tournament. I'm going to count you guys down from 5. We'll join together, and we'll talk about the draft we just did. So I'm counting you down. Let's join it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Join it up. For some reason, my computer takes a long time. There we go. Did I miss your comment, Corey? Oh, my bad. I missed it. There's not even that many comments. I'm a little slow tonight, dude. Sorry about that. Did we all get in this? Blake got in. That's it. Man, my bad. I thought I was going pretty slow. I'm not very high on Hampton. At best, I am at consensus with Hampton. I would consider him. I like Hampton more in a PPR. Pick 16, dude. So I'm taking Kenneth Walker over him. I'm taking Saquon over him. The discussion for me, I'm picking Chase Brown in a PPR over him. I'm taking Hampton over A-Chain in a half PPR, but in a full PPR, that's a discussion. I would probably lean with the offense with Hampton because A-Chain, it just, things have to break right. But I would probably consider just going Brock Bowers, right? Like there's an argument I can make with Drake London over him. I'm not sold on the player that Hampton is. I'm not sold on them being a top 5 to top 10 offense like everyone else is. I do like Hampton, the player. I do like the situation. Like I feel like he's just a very slappy, very hipster pick that people are expecting big things from. And at ADP, I don't hate the pick at all. I feel like he's not gonna kill you. I just don't think he has league winning potential unless he gets 80 or 75% of the snaps, which I don't see any world that happens with Keaton Mitchell and they like Vidal. Give me the guys I've seen do it. We're essentially hoping Hampton is Saquon Barkley. We could just take Saquon Barkley. And that's how I operate in those early rounds. But at value, like at his ADP, depending on the platform you're in, I am totally fine. I have him in the same exact tier as most of those guys. Like same tier as Walker, maybe a little bit below Saquon, but same tier as Chase Brown. But I just know Chase Brown's going to be on the field a lot. I know the Bengals offense, if Joe Burrow stays healthy, again, another if, but I know Chase Brown is going to be a top 10 running back in PPR. I know he's catching 70 balls. I know he's scoring 10 touchdowns. Yeah, I would say that Hampton's a better player than Chase Brown. Definitely has more versatile stuff. Michael, you have a link for DraftKings. You talking about like a referral link, Michael? No, Hampton, the lowest I've ever seen him go, I mean, maybe I've seen him go pretty low like once or twice, but I'd say pick 16 is the lowest you see him go. By the way, what's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? Oops, I clicked on the wrong drafts. There we are. We're on the clock. Let's try to get this up here. We're going to take McCaffrey in this one. I'll get to all the comments here. Give me a second. I'll still get to your team, Blake. Sorry, man. Let me get to these comments. I'll get to your team. Corey, another question I have is, are you not concerned about Derrick Henry in PPR, even though he doesn't catch, but 20 plus doesn't catch? Oh, he gets, 20-something catches a year, 26, 25. This year, I think he actually might have more because he's going to play more snaps. Like Harbaugh was an idiot taking him off the field. It doesn't matter because Derrick Henry will never be a top 3 running back in PPR at this stage of his career. Every year, dude, 1,600 yards and 13 touchdowns. He scored what we did the math. It was 31 touchdowns in 2 years on the Ravens, 16 and 15, something like that. Like, dude's going to score 14 touchdowns. Like, we can't overthink this. My main co-host Storey, there goes Hampton at pick. See, there we go. Hampton at pick 9. Wild. We can't overthink this and be like, well, he doesn't catch passes, so I'm going to take A-Chain over him. Like, yeah, that makes sense, but A-Chain's going to have like 8 touchdowns, and touchdowns matter too. Not as much in PPR. It's such a safe pick. He's not getting hurt. If you're worried about the age thing, that's a whole different conversation. I can have a conversation with somebody about, Derrick Henry, is he at the age cliff? Is he going to fall off? And when the age cliff comes for you, when father time comes for you, it comes for everyone. It hits hard. Derrick Henry is superhuman. The dude's a beast. So it's not a league-winning pick. He's not going to lose your league. He's going to have some of those 9 or 10 point outings when he has 80 yards rushing, no touchdowns, and 1 catch. But he's also going to have 3 or 4 games. You saw what happened against the Packers last year. He's going to have 3 or 4 games where he scores 2 touchdowns. He's going to have 3 or 4 games where he busts a 70-yard touchdown. He's still going to have 90 yards on top of that with another touchdown. So he doesn't need the receiving upside. That's just a cherry on top, dude. Cherry on top. Max, I already did my Corgi. It's a one entry max. I didn't realize that when I joined a slow draft, and I joined it. It started. And I was like, damn, 1 entry. I should have saved that for the show. That's a good call. McAuliffe says a healthy Bo Jackson is what Derrick Henry has been his whole career. Pretty much, man. Pretty much. So we have McCaffrey already. Let's take pass catching running backs here. I'm taking A-Chain. It's a good start. What's up, Shiva? Rob, I just watched the Pita beat the shit out of Roach to win the belt. Followed my Phils bouncing back in a Union win, and he's rolling in it. Everything's going well for Shiva. It's a Saturday as well, so enjoy it, my dude. Enjoy it. Let me get to the comment. Let me get to Blake's team here, and we'll grade this up here. Purdy, Baker, Brissett, like that. CMC, Brees, Gainwell, JCM's your 4, Tajay, Emmett Johnson, Ibuka, JMO, Marv, QJ, Debo, Judy, Cup, Horton, Surratt, Bowers, Shawan. That makes sense because your receiver room's a little thin, but you have Bowers. 3 really good, a nice quarterback room for sure. CMC, Brees, Gainwell, pretty balanced. I'll go B-, Blake. Not my favorite squad. Don't love the receivers in full PPR, but having Brock Bowers, Juwan Johnson's a nice 2 as well. Pretty solid little team. We have Max's squad. Josh Allen and Stroud, Gibbs, Scatterbo, Jalen Warren, Kamara, Aaron Jones, Pirine, Nico, Christian Watson. So Nico's your 1, Christian Watson, Michael Wilson, Pittman, Shakir, Adonai Mitchell, Mooney, Leggett, Pat Bryant, Laporta, Schultz, Freiermuth. I think I like Blake's team a tad better, so I would go C+ on your squad, Max. Pretty much same bucket, I would say. And I'll make my pick, and then I'll get to Derek's squad here. Burrow, Herbert, Geno. Really good quarterback room. Almost too heavy at quarterback. I'm guessing you get good value on Geno. Cook, Saquon, Harvey is your 3. Dobbins, Mason, Vidal. T. Higgins, Ladd, Adams, Diggs is your 4. Jennings, Tucker, Ridley, Thornton, Ferguson, Hawk, and Mason Taylor. Okay. So I don't like the middle stretch of Diggs, Jennings, but Tucker, Ridley, Thornton, pretty solid ending there. Ferg, Hawk, and Mason Taylor is enough. Mason Taylor with Geno, I guess, makes some sense. Quarterback's really strong. Running back's pretty strong. Not a Harvey guy. Not your best team, Derek. I will still put this a little bit above the other teams, like B to B-. What did you think, Derek? Did you like the squad? Corey asked, what round am I taking Scatterbo? Pretty much where he's going. So we can look right now on the ADP. It is pick 43 here in full PPR and best ball. That's middle to end of the 4th round. I want Jacobs over him. I want Javonte over him, but I want him over ETN. I want him over Montgomery. I want him over Tootin. Pretty fair right there. Say middle of the 4th round I'm fair with. It all depends on build. Am I comfortable taking Scatterbo if I go 0 running back and I go wide receiver as my first running back? Probably not. Probably not, just because the injury risk and the concussion stuff. But definitely top 5, literally top 5 upside for Scatterbo. If things break right, if they're not involving Tracy that much. The worry is that we saw Harbaugh keep Derrick Henry off the field. So, why would they keep Scatterbo on the field 80% of the snaps? And with his injury, coming off the injury, the way he runs, the way he plays, So maybe top 5 is a little aggressive, but he has that type of skill set, right? The combination of great goal line runner, pretty damn good pass catcher, good in pass pro. Obviously, you know, Jackson Dart loves him. Loves him. Javonte Williams is still available? Shit. But so is Terry McLaurin. We already have 3 running backs. Let's just take Terry McLaurin, not get too cute with it. If I had gone and take Javonte Williams there, I'd be done at running back. I could take a 5th one like super late. But now if some value falls to me in the next couple rounds, I can take running back, and then I'll be done with it with 4 if I get one in the next 2 rounds. If I could just wait at running back for 5 or 6 rounds, I can go with a 5 running back build, which is more preferred in a 20-round draft. You got Geno at 228. Okay, maybe it's better than I thought. Again, when I grade your team, it's just I usually expect the world from your drafts. Guys, 13 more likes. 13 more likes, and we do a 3rd draft. 9 more subs, 13 more likes. If someone wants to join the community, definitely preferred. That's the way to do it. I know Shiva is not quite ready to. Corey, if you want to join the community, anyone, that's another draft as well. So link, if you have any questions, ask the chat how to do it. Why should I do it? Do you recommend it? Most of these guys in here are community members every single night. You know the names. They're all in here every single night. So 38 days of the season, guys. Time to cram. Time to get the info. You get me at your beck and call. I was tempted to take a running back there. There's some really good running back value. Bucky, Bachel Tootin, Jutkins. I love Jutkins. But we'll roll with the 3 we have. Take Roma Dunze, who I still feel like is pretty undervalued. Man, I love the 5th round running backs this year. I don't like Hendy, but he's in that tier of Hendy, Jutkins, Swift, Montgomery, Irving, Tootin. That's a money range, man. I know some of those guys could flop. I don't think they would really flop in their face that much. Maybe Bucky could be an example of one because there's an uncertainty with his workload. But like, dude, these guys are going to smash. This is how you build a PPR team: is taking early receivers, 3 early receivers, and then you pound 4th and 5th round, right? You take Josh Jacobs and David Montgomery. You take Josh Jacobs and Quinshon Judkins. Yes, sir, dude. I'm going to ask a couple guys from the league to come on while we stream it, whether that be Nice and Blunt, whether that be, by the way, Joe Pisapia. I'm sure some of you guys know Joe Pisapia, formerly of Fantasy Pros. They let him go. They're pulling the ESPN move. They let Joe Pisapia go. I don't know the whole backstory about it. He's been there for 5 years, and they let him go in July. Dude, it's like being an employee of a golf course and then like you're off all winter and they tell you in March, in the Midwest that you're not going to be there next year. Like, tell me in November. Why didn't they tell Joe I don't get it was probably a contractual thing, like his contract was up. Tell him in December. Tell him in February. Tell him in March. Don't tell him in July. So he started a new channel. So Joe Pisapia is in this league, who is a titan of the industry. And I got to reach out to Joe because we have mutual friends. I don't know if you guys remember Mike Tagliere. He's the one that passed away from COVID. And he was 39 years old. He was one of the founding members of Fantasy Pros. I know you guys have seen him in the chat. Nick Tags, that's his brother. So I know Nick Tagliere. I've gone on many golf trips with him. He's a really, really good buddy of one of my good buddies. Mike Campbell is best friends with Nick Tagliere. So we have mutual friends, and so I'm going to reach out to Pisapia. We're in the same league together. We're going to be talking all the time. Have him come on the show. And that's a big name. And the fact that I have a mutual friend with him, we both know the Taglieres, who knows? Joe Pisapia, from all accounts, is a great dude. and come on for an hour. Like, what's it gonna hurt? He's also starting a new channel. Good pup for him. Joey P's great. He's a fun dude. One of the best hosts in the business, for sure. So that'd be huge. On Wednesday, though, we're doing a home and away show with Adam from Nice and Blunt. He is probably one of the best. My personal favorite. We always have overlapping times. He's He's a West Coaster, so his streams usually start at 10 o'clock. I'm guessing he's on right now. He's got about 10K subs, but he's also in that league. And shout out to Keith. Keith kind of linked us up. Keith watches Nice and Blunt a lot, so he's coming on the show on Wednesday, and then we're doing an hour and a half on this show, and then I'm gonna go on his show. We're gonna draft some teams. So if you all see Adam here on Wednesday, that'll be a good time. Looking forward to talking to him. Great dude, knows his shit, and definitely a best ball savant. Where I do a lot of these. I'm pretty good at best ball. Like I have pretty good experience, but seems like he is a tier above. We should have probably taken Jaden Daniels at that spot, but we do have an option for Caleb. He probably won't fall back. Sean will probably take Caleb. Not the end of the world. We are fine going late with these quarterbacks on DraftKings because it's PPR. This guy has no Bears players, so we'll see if he lets Caleb fall. Caleb usually does fall in these drafts. This will make me passing on Jaden Daniels feel very good. Don't take Caleb, bro. He's the highest on the list. Don't take Caleb. Don't take Caleb. Damn it.
Thank you very much, Miss Lippy!
We are going to pivot to take Tucker Kraft, and then we can take Jordan Love later. I could take Matthew Golden. Not ideal, man. I could have reached on Trevor Lawrence. Not going to do that, man. We got a $25 banger from Miles. See, we got to prep you now, Rob. One more. You got to kick Joey P's ass. He knows his shit, and that's a beer chug. That's another draft. We're going to hop over to Underdog for this next draft. So you guys let me know what we want to do, what tournament we want to do, a sit and go. You guys let me know that one. Appreciate you, Mouth. Guys, another show you got to check out. Again, Nice and Blunt. You'll get used to him on Wednesday. You've seen Mouth on here plenty of times. It's Downtown Sports. Link in the description. That is the Spotify link. They're on YouTube now too, though, so that's an easy transition. You're already on YouTube. Downtown Sports, where sports come home. They are on twice a week. They are having the best guests in the industry. I'm talking about Joey P, who is a pretty big name in the fantasy industry. Yeah, they have Noah and Ian Eagle on their program, who are just pillars in the sports community, the announcing community. They have the insider knowledge that you're only going to get from them. By the way, if you join our Discord in our community, you can get in touch with Mouth directly, and you can give him a question to ask Ian Eagle or Noah Eagle about your favorite team, about fantasy. Another little perk we offer as a sister program to us. Let me get this going. Is it super loud, Dakota? Yeah, pretty usually to like 3 a.m. Shit. What do we need here? More receivers for sure. Jordan Love goes 114. All right. September 1st is that's Ian Eagle, Uncle Ian, coming on Downtown Sports. Yeah, 100%. Get your question in the community and we'll vote on the best question to ask Uncle Ian Eagle on September 1st. McCall says bottom 5 Adam Sandler movies, bro. Top 5, I could probably come up with something, Bottom 5. Jack and Jill for sure, but there's a lot of bad ones, brother. Lot of bad ones. We just got done playing Life, which is a pretty fun game. McAuliffe, would you ever do watch-alongs on YouTube? I see people stream play-by-play of their MLB team. No, I have too much stuff going on in terms of my own leagues, you know, where one game. Yeah, I could do that for like a Sunday night game. That'd be interesting to do for sure. It'd be fun to actually watch Red Zone, do something like that on Red Zone. But again, I manage 40 leagues. I have to be in tune with shit. I'm taking notes when I'm, especially the afternoon games, when it slows down a little bit. I am taking notes. I am always prepping for the show so I can bring you the most knowledge and shit I can bring. So, but I have seen those, and people do seem to dig those. Corey, what is your favorite drafting platform? Favorite drafting platform? Yahoo is my preferred. I just love the Yahoo setup, but hold on, let me see what we have here. We're going to take this dude, head of ADP. What's the quarterback situation like next to me? I think we're going to pull this off here. I'd say Yahoo. Sleeper's pretty nice too. ESPN's my least favorite. I'll give you that. I like Fantrax. We'll see if I can pull this off. If Jordan Love goes, this draft is pretty cooked. If he doesn't, which he shouldn't, I'll be good. What's up, Anthony? I already did my corgi. I was just telling these fine people, I didn't realize it was a single entry tournament, and I did a slow draft when it dropped because I always try to get in as many slow drafts as I can to get exposure to these different tournaments. After I get in there, I look, and I was going to do a fast one or maybe another slow one, and I couldn't get in one. So. Yeah, almost like a version of the Manning cast, right? Now, here's the one issue with that guy. As you guys know from last year and what I'm doing now, after the game is over, I'm already going to be on for 3 or 4 hours. So to do a 3-hour stream and then do another 3 or 4 hour stream, I don't want to sacrifice the post-game stuff because most people should probably just watch the game. They don't want to hear me. You know, they can hear drunk Tony Romo, even though that's a joke because he's on leave. He's probably getting fired, by the way. All right, so 2-2-2-1-1. This is fucked. They're taking Jordan Love, man. God damn it. Yeah, Connor, third draft on Underdog, my dude. Damn it. And it's gone. So I'm not going to be able to get Jordan Love, which is a shame. My team is pretty goddamn cooked.
Yeah, it was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for one.
All right, here's the moment of truth. So the one guy didn't take a quarterback. This guy's got Bo Nix. He's got Jaden Reed. Fucking A, he's going to take Jordan Love. Don't do it, dude. He already stacked Bo Nix. He's definitely doing it. He just did it. Fuck me. Fuck. God, I reached on Matthew Golden, too. I mean, there wasn't a lot of receivers I really wanted ahead. I mean, Xavier Worthy is an option. This is going to have to be another Malik Willis team. That hurts. That stings, dude. We're just going to keep on diving into this zero quarterback build. We love this. Let's keep on pushing it. Let's push it. We still have a Daniel Jones option here. We still have a Brissett option with Jeremiah Love. We have A-Chain already, so we're done at running back now. Rashad White's our 4 with Love, A-Chain. Who is it? Love, A-Chain, CMC, and Rashad White. That's a fine 4-quarterback team. Definitely 3 quarterbacks in this roster. Maybe I take a late guy as well with a 4th if we really get screwed at quarterback. Yeah, Romo will get hired very quickly, as he should. You know what? One mistake doesn't define somebody. Underdog for a 3rd draft. Yes, we're doing that. No good underdog tournaments right now. Schnauzer fills. Dude, the Schnauzer fills in like 1 day, McAuliffe. Like 24 hours. Maybe like 1.5 days. The first one was 1 day. The second one was like 1.5. Freaking nuts, dude. All right, Sean, don't take Willis here. We need Willis in the squad. Don't take Willis. Don't do it. If we can get Danny Dimes here, it'd be great. Every team has 2 quarterbacks except for the guy that has 1. And he has, he has Tyler Warren and Josh Downs. All right, well, that's not happening. Yes, Kyle Farnsworth, the man that pile drived Paul Wilson. I even remember the guy he pile drived, Paul Wilson. He got in that fight. Fucking loved Kyle Farnsworth, dude. Nice ass. He had an awesome ass. You guys remember? Do you guys remember Kyle Farnsworth ass? It was awesome.
Your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are tender and they can move and caress the ball. that's kind of gay, but hey.
You know what's ironic is I forget like everything. Like someone like if I'm playing in a foursome, if I get paired up with some random people in golf, I forget their names. They have to tell me 3 times. I misplaced my keys, but I can remember Paul Wilson's name. The guy that Kyle Farnsworth beat up. My sports memory is fucking like not photographic, but damn near. But I misplaced my keys. I don't know. I can't remember the name Bill. I got paired up with a Bill, which is an easy ass name. Kyle Farnsworth's roided up now. He was roided up before. So is he looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger? What's going on here? Yep, Paul Wilson, Reds OG. I know that Blake knows all about these things. Blake also has a photographic memory. And there goes Daniel Jones. I figured as much. So we're going to be waiting on Jacoby Brissett, possibly Mendoza, possibly a Falcons quarterback. Super gross right now. It is super gross. Oh, here you go. I owe a chug. Let me get to my pick here, and I'll race myself, as we like to do on this program. Oh, this guy's taking Shaheed. I just keep on getting sniped left and right. I think he's taking Shaheed. Don't take Shaheed. Give me Shaheed. Yeah, he took the wrong Seahawk player. We'll take the right one. Shaheed. And now it's time for a tradition unlike any other. The race against myself. Where it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Here you go.
I get to watch it back. I'm a little delayed here on my iPad, so I get to be the judge of who wins. We should start taking bets. You guys bet against each other if I beat myself in the race. We have like the photo finish, like the Wimbledon replays. Fucking tennis ball goes over the line by a fucking pube hair. I won? Did I really? Here it is. I started a little early though. No, that's pretty. I don't think I won. I started early. I had a false start and it ended at the same time. So I'm going to count that as an L, man. That's an L. Even though when you're racing against yourself and it's both me, I always win. That's the best part of the race. The liver doesn't win. That's the thing that's losing. Let's be honest. I just have to hope my doctor never sees these streams. He's gonna be so disappointed in me. He's gonna be so pissed off at me. Derek, save beating yourself for post stream. Yeah, well, that's usually the case, man. I gotta fall asleep somehow, man. You know. Ooh, Mo Pena, Willie Mo Pena. Yeah, dude. I remember Willie Mo. We take another Cam Ward, Bryce Young. It's like the same team as last time, with just different skill players, same quarterback room. But Cam Ward here will be fine. I have so many unstacked players. We have Devin A-Chain and Shaheed. So ideally we get Cam Ward and we get Brissett coming back. That'll be a fine room. Don't love it, but what did they give up, Jay? What did they give up to get Scooble? Do you guys know? Again, I'm not really tuned into baseball at all, so I first I heard of it was when I logged on here with you guys. Like good prospects, I figured it was prospects, but like good prospects, you know what I mean? Like anyone elite that has been touted in Baseball America, things like that. We all have to vote on an underdog tournament to draft after this. Dude, I don't know if I know Knee-High Park. I don't know if I've seen every episode, but I don't know if that one is ringing a bell to me, man. How's everyone liking their teams that are in here? Is anyone else in here that I don't know per se? Is it just me and Blake? Is there anyone else? Sean, are you in here? Is this you? I don't know what your DraftKings name is. Is this you, Sean? Coach Khan is in here. Ah, okay. Well, we'll see if Brissett can fall back. These guys all only have two quarterbacks. All right, that's you, Sean, at 5. All right, cool. Pearsall is no bueno. Did someone take Pearsall? That's the second time we've had someone take Pearsall in like round 13. Officially, he's out for the year. He's out. So, good call, Vegeta. I didn't notice that. Yeah, I noticed it last time. That's funny. That all gives us one pick of value here. And that guy could have taken a third quarterback, which but he didn't. I need Brissett here. Oh, there goes Brissett. Come on, man. Who's my tight end? Let's take my boy. You know what? Let's diversify a little bit. Oh, I can't. I've been kind of not getting a lot of Hawkinson recently, so we'll take my boy, and also we're gonna cue the motherfucking clip. Let's cue it. So the Dave Chappelle skit you're talking about, little kids cleaning out the park and they find a used needle, they throw it in the trash can. There's a guy living in there. They also learned about STD. All right, I gotta check this out for sure. Anything Chappelle is fucking classic. Yeah, Debo would have been a lot better than a guy that's not playing for sure. Yeah, Underdog needs it. I mean, the new update on Underdog is awful. It's slow. It looks terrible. It's freaking terrible, man. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, Q-tip. Hell yeah. What do we want to do on Underdog after this, guys? Again, there's not a lot of options. I don't have a Corgi available. I already did mine. So is it the Eliminator? We could try to get in if we get like 8 people, we could do a sit and go. But I don't since I have people over, I don't want to wait around 15 minutes for a sit and go to load. Quarterback, we have 3 people to my right have fucking 2 quarterbacks. So what are the 2 quarterbacks they have? This dude has Lamar. This guy has Allen. This dude has Prescott and Daniel Jones. Okay. These guys should not take a 3rd quarterback. I might push it again. Because I don't need Geno. I mean, I definitely prefer Geno. Malik Willis and Cam Ward is garbage. It is a garbage quarterback room. I have no correlation with Cam Ward. I think what we're going to do is take Gunnar Helm. Fuck, no, I'm going to take Dulcich. We already have A-Chain, though. I should have taken Dulcich in the first place. Yeah, we don't care about stacking as much here on DraftKings. No, I'm going to take Adonai Mitchell, and we can just hope that Geno falls back to us. We're just hoping on these stacks falling back, which has just not been working out for us, but we'll see. I just need one of these 2 teams to not take there's 3 teams that have 2 quarterbacks to my right. One of them to not take a quarterback, and Rodgers and Mendoza to go off before Geno. I give it a 40% chance Geno falls back. I mean, I know the last draft, Derek said he got Geno at 215, but not all drafts are created equal. That's why I didn't want to reach on Geno there. As of now, Vegeta, but I would say it's not a certainty that Diggs goes there, but the first domino fell. The first shoe dropped in Debo signing. So the market is now set where it's like, we know that Diggs is worth more than Debo. It's going to be a 1-year deal. Debo got $7 million plus incentives. I think that Diggs would accept like 10 or 11 million, and now that's a reasonable deal for both parties involved. And if Diggs goes there, Diggs is the 2, you know. And I still like Williams though, because Diggs, no guarantee he stays healthy. All right, we're gonna get our boy Geno Smith to balance out this really shitty quarterback room. There's no way Geno falls back. We're going to take him now. All right. Calvin Ridley would be a fine pick with the next rounds. All right. It is a 1-year rental too, so that's good for the haul that the Tigers got. They were not going to re-sign him. They didn't have the money, right? Good move. The Tigers should not resign Scooble. He already has, 2 elbow surgeries? And pitchers, just small market teams should not sign their pitchers for that much money. At that age. What is he, 29? Again, I haven't watched baseball in 4 years, but well, Vegeta, last night on the program, Mike Storey, we did our hot take segments, and Mike Storey had Josh Downs finishing higher than Luther Burden. So that was an anti-Luther Burden take and a very, very pro Josh Downs take. So, yeah, I like both Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. I prefer Josh Downs in redraft and PPR. I think I like the shot on Alec Pierce in best ball. Josh Downs is cheaper, though. Oh, Ridley's gone. Blake. Boo. Blake. Boo. Boo that man. Gunnar Helm's gone. All right. I don't like that at all. Not a very correlated team. We have one stack with Geno. We have one stack, and it's a running back with A-Chain with Malik Willis, but it's fine. I got you, man. Not very many, McAuliffe. I was talking earlier. I've already done like 12 or 13 millionaire makers on DraftKings. I much prefer that tournament. I'll sprinkle in like 6 to 8. I did all the pit bulls. I filled up all 10 pit bulls, which is a $20 entry. And I want to do as many the $3 to $5 tournaments as I can to diversify. I don't need to win $1 million, dude. Like, life-changing money for me for what I'm trying to do around here and build a show is $20K, $30K, because that allows me to do this show uninterrupted, not stressing about money like I have been for another year. And then that's the ultimate goal. I don't, I'm not a greedy. I don't care about money, dude. Like, it's cool to make that money. I want to survive. I want to thrive a little bit, but I want to enjoy life. And this show, I enjoy this show. So, like, I just want something to give me another year buffer to make this work. And 20K would do that. I'm a pretty simple dude. I drink Busch Light. My wife's a sweetheart. She allows me to take her to Chili's instead of a fucking steakhouse. I drive a 2013 Altima. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not into those materialistic things. Barner or Ferguson? Let's take the upside shot with Ferguson. Team is kind of blah. We'll take the upside shot there. And then the last 3 picks, we're going 4 running backs. We might take a 5th if we have someone we like fall here. Put a couple running backs in the queue I do like. Other than that, the rest of the draft will be wide receivers. Guys, let me know what tournament we want to do in Underdog. We're doing one more draft after this, Underdog. Vegeta, my hot take was that, it's a hot take, of course, Malik Willis breaks Lamar Jackson's all-time rushing mark. 1,206 rushing yards is what it takes, as well as breaks Justin Fields' single-game rushing yard mark of 178. So I am pretty much on board with you there. His passing numbers will be garbage, but, it's different than what, and he was averaging, I think it was 55 yards a game in the starts he had in Green Bay, small sample. But he wasn't dropping back very much, and they had a pretty good system they were running. He's going to be running for his goddamn life, and design runs, hopefully, and then just a lot of drop backs and 9 yards a clip, 10 yards. He'll break off a long one. So definitely in on Malik Willis this year. It's got to be a 4 for a passing touchdown league, though, and a 6 for a passing touchdown. Do not touch Malik Willis. The rushing upside will not equal value there. Yeah, number 2, because we want upside shots, right? If we take a guy like Jared Goff, Matt Stafford, Baker Mayfield, who has definitely some upside too, but we want to take a shot. We don't want to take C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud is going to be C.J. Stroud and be at best quarterback 18. We want a guy that could vault into the top 10. The guy last year that for me was Trevor Lawrence I was taking everywhere because I figured the rushing upside was still there somewhere, and they finally utilized it. And the mix between that and Liam Cohen, the prospect we were promised in Trevor Lawrence, that's the kind of example. You know, Tyler Shuck is a guy like that this year. Cam Ward is also a guy that look at the guys he had, the weapons. It was all day 3 rookies he was throwing to, bad offensive line, bad head coach, bad everything. And he was pretty bad last year as well. He could take a leap. Those are guys, right, that I'm looking at in redraft. Last year, a big believer in Fields for fantasy, and it's crazy just how that shit fell. Yeah, dude. Here's the thing, man. I'm down for a sit and go, Connor and McCall. I'm pretty sure Justin Fields was still like a top 13 quarterback in points per game with how bad it was last year because he had a couple really nice games. It's just he lost a job, and he was never going to live up to what we thought he was going to do because that offense was garbage. It was way worse than we even anticipated. He was a big part of that. Justin Fields blows as a passer. I still think he's got great arm talent, but he cannot. He's like DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf has never learned how to operate against zone ever. He hasn't got any better since he's been a rookie. Justin Fields has not got any better as a processor, as an on-time passer, his accuracy, his mechanics, all trash. And as a Bears fan, I overrated what I saw in Chicago because it was magical that year for fantasy. And the price point was fine last year. It was quarterback 12. It was like no risk, you know? But we were taking him over Drake May last year. I would agree, Vegeta. Vengeance year from Baker still has a decent amount of weapons, right? It's not losing Mike Evans sucks, but bringing in, bringing in a guy like Ted Hurst could be nice. I think that the year 2 of Ibuka, if he could be anything like he was the first 5 weeks, McMillan being healthy, Chris Godwin coming back from the injury and being the old Chris Godwin again, Bucky Irving coming back to form. It could be a wash, right? It could still be a good offense, and the difference is Baker will be healthy. That's the biggest key. If Baker's healthy, he'll run again. Hopefully he slides a little bit this time. But, yeah, I'm in on Baker Mayfield for sure. I'm probably a little light on my exposure of Baker Mayfield. All right, one more round. We're going to hop in one last draft after this, guys. Underdog draft. We're doing a sit and go. So when we hop over there, we'll tell you how to join, and we'll just join whatever one is most full. $3, $5, or $10 sit and go. Try to all get in together. Some of you guys new in here, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. Drop a comment, say hello. We've only got 1 sub this video. Pretty weak. 23 likes. Let's get that like number up to 30 if we could. That'd be awesome. Some of you new fellas in here, join the community. Get in on this. It's all run through Discord, giant group chat, a lot of awesome tabs, a lot of awesome information, a lot of awesome people, and a lot of awesome perks besides just the community, the Discord. A lot of good stuff. Ask anyone in here. They're all, pretty much all these guys in here are in the community already. We like to have fans in the show. That is a perk that no other show offers. Come on the show, talk ball with us. Free merchandise giveaways, hats and shirts. The Discord, like I mentioned, community fantasy leagues. We have some spots open for a best ball league. We're doing $50 best ball league, couple $100 redrafts, PPR leagues. You also get access to the early bets right here, boys. Early bets. Here's the numbers. These are factual numbers. I post everything. Bet slips. When I place them, you get these 96 and 58. So you're going to make way more money than you're donating to me to get in the community, paying you back with some killer picks. Every single year, guys, we win. We were 62% last year. You can't beat that shit. No fluff here. No fluff. All -1, -110, -115 bets. Nothing worse than -120. Link is in the description. Shamrock, yeah, sit and go is essentially just a 1 league situation. We just got auto-drafted Katron Allen. That sucks. I was fucking, God damn it. Whatever. Not the worst pick in the world, I guess. With my team, it was probably not great. What do we have for receivers? 8 receivers. That's fine. That's fine. Don't love the pick, but a sit and go is just a 1 league situation where it's just there's no tournament. Let me get over my underdog here. Make sure it's 2026 slate. The $5 one is already pretty full. I'm going to join this up right now, guys. $5 right here. Right here. $5 sit and go. Look at this. We have 4 spots available. We're not going to be able to fill the $10. Right here. 4 spots available. 4 spots available in the $5 12-team sit and go. Like I said, I have a time clock tonight, unlike most nights. I have company over, and I kind of already ditched out on them for quite a while. So, but mouth paid for this third draft. I'm a man of my word. I also do want to draft another team. So this is the $5 12-team sit and go. Join it up. There we go. After this draft, gentlemen, drop your team in the Discord, and everyone else will go in there. We'll talk about it. We'll do draft grades, all those kind of things. So do that if you'd like to. If you're not in the Discord, what are you doing? Get in there. Hang out with all of us all the time, 24/7. We're in there talking ball, talking life, talking shit, having a great time, staying positive, and respecting each other. There you go. We got Jonathan in here. What up, Jonathan? We have the second pick. Connor's in here. Fuck. Did Mouth not get in this? Fuck. Mouth did not get in this one. Montana got in. Montana's always lurking. I love Montana. Always lurking, dude. God, Miles Jack. I loved Miles Jack. I don't know. I have no idea what happened to Miles Jack. Didn't he have a back injury or some shit? Gibbs at 2. We'll take that. Shamrock missed it. Yeah, sorry, guys. I joined that one because I saw there was 5 spots available. And like I said, I have to make this a pretty quick night just because I have people over. We'll be back on tomorrow drafting teams for sure. Did you get in the wrong one, Mouth? I know Shamrock missed it as well. By the way, shout out Shamrock. He got gifted a 1-month subscription, 1 month to our community. So let's all welcome Shamrock in the Discord. I know I already said that when he joined earlier today. He's the newest guy in there. Hopefully he sticks in for a while. I'm sure after he's in there for a month, he'll be like, I want to stay in this motherfucker because these guys are cool shit. This is nothing, Shamrock. It's still, August 1st. Once the season starts going, it is essentially 24/7. There's people on there talking in different channels, I like the ability to be able to connect with people, DM people, get to know people, connect on different avenues, whether it's what games you guys play. Some of you guys have started gaming together, things like that. I know there's some people that if you go to a different city, guess what? There's always we're all scattered over the globe, but mostly the country. And, Derek's in Texas, Mouse in New York, Jonathan's in Vegas. You can just be like, hey, man, I'm coming here. Got a recommendation for a bar or a restaurant, or do you want to grab a beer? Something like that. So that is the thing. Shamrock, the monthly just on the Discord is $5. If you want to upgrade a little bit and get all the perks, pretty much all the perks is $10. If you want to become a fanatic, which is the real tippity tip, 22, which is straight up, I will draft your teams with you and you can come on the show as a guest. Shamrock, I know you're a movie guy. We do some movie podcasts in the off season, which in general, come on, talk football, whatever. Again, that's just no pressure. A lot of the people on there don't even utilize all the perks. They just want to support me. But yeah, the Fanatics, I'll come cut your grass too. If you live close enough to me, I will come cut your grass with scissors. I do a great job, dude. What's up, Fantasy Dog? How you doing, buddy? Happy Saturday to you. There goes K9 at the 202. God, Barkley and Kenneth Walker seems like such a sexy start of redraft this year. Like, no concerns of workload. I know Tank Bigsby is in the background there, but if anything, Saquon will just have more pass catching stuff because he'll play more third downs. And Kenneth Walker is just gonna be a fucking workhorse. Like, that's my concern with Hampton, right? Give me Walker and Barkley. I know their workload. I still trust these offenses. Yeah, I got you, Blake. Sorry, man. I get a little distracted drafting, talking. My bad. Mahomes, Baker, Shador. I like that. Bijan, Scat, Warren, Gainwell's your 4, C-Rod your 5, Singleton. Probably didn't need Singleton. Rashee Rice, Pickens, Christian Watson, Godwin, Tank Dell, Ridley, Keon Coleman, Leggett, Kelsey, Juwan, Henry. You got 3 of the guys I want. I'm going to go solid B, Blake. Better than you thought. I would say solid B. I love the receivers. I think that Singleton could have been another receiver. But other than that, man, that's a pretty good squad. Yeah, the Corgi's going to be slow because it's a single entry. So a lot of people are already full on that. So it's not going to fill up very fast. Yeah, Shamrock. That is the spot, the Discord, and that we handle everything on the Discord. Like all the bets I listen on the Discord, that's the communication platform. That is the ultimate fantasy group chat. If someone wants to draft, they didn't get in this one, join the Corgi. The Corgi, the fast Corgi. Mouth is sitting in there right now. There goes Neighbors. We're going to take... Give me Devonta Smith here. It's the what do we call it? Jonathan's talking about the Discord and the community. It's the it's the place to be.
What do you call it, Kramer? It was. Come on, Rudy. Come on. We call it the place. The place to be. Yes.
That it is, Jonathan. One of my favorite quotes from Christmas Vacation. That it is, Edward. Clark, that's the gift that keeps giving all year round. That it is, Edward. Sometimes you got to do it. I know it doesn't seem great in terms of taking a third quarterback when you have an elite guy, but when I won't do it is when I have Josh Allen and potentially Lamar Jackson, but Jaden Daniels, Drake May, you're getting him in the 5th or 6th round. So it's like, it's not too, it's a little too heavy, but when you get a guy falling 20 picks after ADP, it does insulate you and gives you literally a top 2 quarterback room no matter what. Even if Daniels doesn't, necessarily do what we think he's going to do, he'll have spike weeks and then you'll have that insulation with Cam Ward and whoever else is your other quarterback. Let's say you took Tyler Shuck or some shit. Derek is back on the Neighbors escalator again. It's all glowing, man. It is all glowing right now for Malik Neighbors, and he's back on the escalator.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
Mouth needs 3 more in his Corgi. 3 more in his Corgi. Should have loaded another tune in here. I can do it right now, though. Let's see. Let's load another tune in here. Shit, that's the wrong computer. I guess we won't. Shamrock. What pick are you at again, Shamrock? I got to get better at remembering these names. Some of them are easier than others to remember. Two more in the corgi. Join up the corgi. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't see you. Mouth is at 8 in the corgi. Is anyone in the corgi right now with Mouth of the South? Let us know. Tomorrow night we'll be live at 10 p.m. Central, and we'll be drafting a few teams. We'll definitely do at least 2, and hopefully Mouth can join us, make sure he gets in that draft. The schedule next week is more backloaded with guests. Like I said, Wednesday, Nice and Blunt's coming on. We're doing a home and away. It'll be a shorter stream on this channel, only an hour and a half. We're going to hop over there for the other hour and a half. And then Thursday and Friday, Storey and Chaz are coming on for Upside Floor. It's a nice segment we have. And then Friday, Nick O and Storey are reunited again, the gruesome twosome, and we're doing the second part of Upside Floor. We're doing running backs on Thursday, I believe, and wide receivers on Friday. Let's take David Montgomery. Nico, it's a sit and go. I don't need the upside. Give me the safety and floor there. This motherfucker is going to take Judkins. I feel like he's taking Judkins. Oh, my bad, Shamrock. It went right over my head, brother. I'll go back to it after it. So let me make this pick, and I'll get to a couple other comments. Fantasy Dog already maxed out the corgi. We're going to rock Judkins here. So let's see. We'll go to the first comment here, and it is... Shamrock accidentally auto-picked 3 players in a row. Fucking hate that shit. We don't want to do that. Don't do it while you're flying a plane.
Looking back, I never should have tried to do 2 fantasy football drafts while flying a plane. I ended up with 4 defenses. Ugh.
FE117, looks like you got rough weather. Maybe you should just do auto draft for your fantasy leagues. Over.
Negative control. I am heterosexual. Over.
We have Dakota. Kudos to you, sir, for still having the late night, early morning hang sessions. Do cat crash on the couch like back in the day. I am crashing on the couch tonight for sure because I have some work to do after everyone passes out I got to plan out the shows next week and start getting ahead of the game so I don't cram on these things. But yeah, nothing wrong with sleeping on the couch, and we don't hate it.
Oh, hold on. I got to get the guy some of this. The guy got to taste this. Yeah. Hey, guy. Hey, man. Sorry to wake you, but you got to try this.
McCall started getting fucked by bye weeks. What, week 11? You got week 11? I think you guys know I'm very dedicated to what I'm doing here. It's kind of fucking not sad, but it's like, whoops, what am I doing? It's taken over my life, but you know what? If you're going to do something, do it right. Go all in. That goes for anything in life. If you care about something, give it your all, man. And that's what I'm doing. Not to mention, I genuinely enjoy this and you guys. So if I didn't, it'd be a lot tougher to put in the hours I'm putting in. Just the hours live. That's the easy part. This is the easy part, guys. It's an hour prepping for a show. Stats, all the media stuff, like that shit is not for me, you know, but that's what it takes. I don't like doing that shit, but I also like to put a good presentation, so. Always have a couple pre-planned jokes in there or something, because you know what? You guys are watching a lot of hours of the show. If you're not entertained, then it's not gonna be fun to watch 3 hours of me just talking fucking, well, if you add Christian Watson's 17-game pace together, and then you add Jordan Love with a 10%, 10% uptick in passing efficiency. Now you're looking at a top 9 receiver for Christian Watson. Like, do you guys want to hear me talk like that? I don't think so.
Oh, hey. You must be Mr. Lefebvre?
Yeah, that's me.
Surprise! I'm all yours. I was told it'd just be one, but I can take both of you. Might get a little sore, but I'll manage.
Okay, well, okay. I'm out of here. Wait, what? Hey, where you going?
Lefebvre's into banging little Asian boys, so we're done, right?
No, look, if we're gonna do this thing, we need to see things through.
Dennis, are you gonna have sex with a tiny Asian boy?
I'm gonna see how far I can go. Are you with me?
No, I'm going to leave now.
Let's kick things up a notch.
So only the ones at the clubs?
Yeah, you're a caddy. Clubs. This is a golf. Good.
Fantasy Dog says you definitely offer a different perspective, being that supreme athlete that you are. I love it. Thanks, buddy. He saw my golf video, and I think I'm a pretty good athlete. I'm pretty coordinated. I don't know how supreme I am. My saying of golf is I think I'm pretty good. I think most people just suck, and that goes with all sports. Outside of like professional athletes, which is a whole different ballgame because they're pairing God-given gifts with the dedication we're talking about, right? The dedication to their craft. That is the difference. That's what makes it a pro athlete. Not everyone's Bo Jackson. A lot of these guys have poured so much into their craft from day one, right? From 6 to 7 to 8 years old. And look at Tiger Woods, man. Like, we all want to shit on Tiger Woods, and not me, but about his personal life and all the things. It's funny to joke about, even though it's kind of sad. Dude was fucking training to be a pro athlete and had that mentality, and his dad pushing him since he was like 5, right? How old was he when that like first video came out with him hitting golf ball? He was so fucking young. So from day one, that dude was groomed to be what he was. He didn't really fuck up until he was an adult, like later in his career. Plus bowling, plus 84 miles an hour at 135 pounds. That is true. Yeah, that is true. Little Tim Lincecum action. Again, bowling is so easy, dude. Like, what's funny is I get my ass kicked at bags all the time by like my wife. Depending on the board, she will beat me at bags, which is sad. We're gonna just keep on passing on quarterbacks here. I miss bowling though, dude. I used to bowl 3 times a night for like 5 years. I fucking miss bowling. I'll get back to it. I finally got back to playing drums. I didn't touch a kit for 16 months. And just felt great to get back and jam. It's a key, too, is taking a break. Sometimes you don't realize how much you love something until it's gone. Not that it was taken away from me, right? But just taking a break on a lot of things is important at times. You don't want to get burned out. Don't worry, I won't do that in this program. I can't afford to, for sure. And I gotta grow it. Gotta grow the brand, guys. Speaking of that, sub to the channel if you've not already subbed. What are we at here? Is it 1 sub of the night? 1 sub all night. That is wild with a sub only for the comments. Maybe people don't want to talk, but also I think that like 19 of the 21 people in here are all already subscribed and or community members. Mekhi Lemon off the board at 75. There goes Tony Pollard. Again, guys, this is a sit and go, so stacking is not nearly as necessary. I don't like to do it at all if I can help it. We have Gibbs, Monty, Judkins. We have Nico, Devonta Smith, Quentin Johnson, and Metcalf. Pretty balanced squad. Really nice at running back. Still don't love the receivers. But we have to figure out how to make this quarterback room work. What is Bowling for Soup, Dakota? I know Bowling for Columbine is that fat dude's documentary. Michael, what is his name? Michael, what's his name? The fat dude that makes all the weird documentaries. That guy's annoying as shit. I like some of his movies for sure, but he is annoying as shit. Anyone? What is his name? Michael, I can look it up. See if I can beat somebody. Michael Moore. Yeah, thank you, Derek. Michael Moore. God. Yeah. Oh, Ray hates that guy. I would love to see a celebrity death match battle between those two big dudes. And I'm taking Ray. I'm taking Ray. And you know what? Once Ray destroys him in the ring, Ray is also a doctor, so then Ray will fix his meniscus.
He had a meniscus issue, which totally tanked Derrick Rose's career.
He did bring up a lot of very, very good points in Bowling for Columbine, like how easy it was. And, I don't want to get too political. I am not a big gun guy. I understand that it's our freedom. It's a freedom we deserve and we fought for. Allowing essentially children access to unlimited ammunition and assault rifles is insane. It's insane. That's a mental health argument more than it is a gun argument, if you ask me. But you can never control mental health. We've tried. If we knew how to do it, we would have done it by now. But it's usually on a lot of other people than even the ability to get your hands on these things. It's the teachers, it's the parents, it's those people let so many things slip through the cracks, all the warning signs, all the red flags. And that is where things go haywire. It's always like, oh, no, it's not going to happen. No, it's until it happens. Like everyone always says, I can't believe this happened here. It's like, dude, this happens like fucking twice a week in this country. And everyone's like, yeah, it's never going to happen here until it happens. And they all are like, oh, my God, we got to stop this. Like, come on, man. Weak stuff. Derek does not have a tight end. It's a loose end. This dude has no running backs next to me here. Picking right now has 0 running backs. There goes Kyle Monangai. No quarterback for me yet. So let's go with Xavier Worthy. Ray's Brittany Griner take lives rent free in my head. That was a wild fucking take. And it ended up being a pretty heated, long debate, argument, whatever you want to call it. And I wouldn't let that one slide, dude. Like, of all players, he picked Brittany Griner, who's essentially a giant human that's 6'7". No, Ray wouldn't beat a Division I college girl. Like, let's be honest. He's definitely not beating Brittany Griner. %. Shut up, Mouth, for making a difference in young people's lives. We do need people like you, good influences, someone to lend an ear, right? That's true, Dakota. That was the first that was reported, right? There was a bunch of ones that happened earlier, but that was the first school one that was like of note. But those kids were 100% like, they had actually talked about it, made videos about it. But again, that was we were ill prepared, ill fit to understand the issue then. In 99, was it? That was a long time ago. But I'm more talking, maybe I did mention the comment, I'm talking more recently, like now we have the blueprint and the way to diagnose these things in a way of like, this guy's a high risk. Like, this guy should definitely not have a gun. He shouldn't have access to one. And we got to watch this person. Let's get him some help. Or in this case, them. But very bad things could be funny for bad drafts. If we take away all the horror from the situation, what's left? It's a 105 pound problem that we have to move from point A to point B. I love how they mentioned that she's like 105 pounds because she probably was. Shamrock knows movies. Like me and Derek were talking about this when Derek, I forget it was me or you that mentioned Very Bad Things. And the other one, I think it was the other one was like, yeah, dude, I love that movie. Not many people know Very Bad Things. Shamrock is definitely a cinephile, knows his shit. And that is a very deep dive movie, even though the cast is like unreal. Daniel Stern, Piven, Favreau, Cameron Diaz. Derek's mixing it up a little bit. Griner had a knee injury. She would still win with a knee injury. Ah, good call. Yeah, a lot of people, like, now it's like so far removed. There's so many since that like people tend to forget. 27 years ago, long ass time. Damn, bro. I actually had that's super scary because it's your daughter, and it's like it hits home then. And you're a teacher, that's Fancy Dog. I thought you were talking about. I thought this was Derek that said this. There it is. Go to a teacher. That's the easiest answer. I actually had a buddy at the NIU, Northern Illinois University shooting. I think 9 or 10 fatalities there. My buddy was in that lecture hall, and he is still pretty fucked up to this day from it. Not like debilitating. He's doing well. He's got a kid. He's got a wife. Like, he's doing well, but it still is like a factor in his life, seeing what he saw. And I don't think it was necessarily, he wasn't like close to getting hit, whatever, but he was there. And it's one thing to read about. It's another thing for it to be in your town that hits home, but actually be in the room is insane. Absolutely insane. Wonder if anyone's going to take Ricky Pearsall in this draft. Can I get an audio version of that, Derek? Can you do an audio version and send it to me, the book Columbine? Because that would be easier for me. Oh, this guy takes a third quarterback in Matt Stafford. I don't even have one quarterback. Damn. If this guy takes Baker, okay, we'll take Baker. We didn't have a quarterback yet, so. Again, guys, after this draft, I'm not going to do draft grades. I got to get back to my peeps over here. They're probably wondering what the hell happened to me. We will do just do some grades in the Discord, and maybe I can hop on there and check out the teams. Definitely once they fall asleep, I will catch up in the Discord like I usually do. That's why that trade, the whole thing that went down in our sleeper chat for our Dynasty startup, I was out getting groceries. It was like an hour. And I come back, and I check it, it's like fucking 80 messages or some shit, 60. It was so many messages. Is anyone in the Corgi with Mouth? Mouth is wondering if anyone's in the Corgi with him. We have to make our pick, and it is Travis Kelce. I don't love that pick. That was an auto pick. All right, whatever. You know what? I only had Kyle Pitts at ADP. Make it work. We're probably taking Mark Andrews personally, but sit and go. Give me the floor of Travis Kelce. Got to set your cue. That was on me. The second time I got auto pick tonight. That is just it's not very smart of me.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
No, I don't. I'm sure there is one. Derek, you missed the point. I want you to do it. I want to hear your silky smooth voice whispering in my ear with all the evil things probably in that book. Can I just get that? I want to hear your voice, and that's the best I can get to actually seeing you.
Your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are or tender, and they can move and caress the ball. that's kind of gay, but hey.
You know what? I gotta say this. I am so lucky that I didn't get auto pick Ricky Pearsall, because that was a realistic possibility, because now he is the highest player on the board. And I was like 5 picks away. If I was 5 picks down the line, I got auto picked, it would have been Ricky P. So I wonder when they take him off. It's a nice advantage to have people that do get auto pick, because someone will take Ricky Pearsall. He is still going. His ADP right now is 119. So eventually they'll probably take him off here in a day or two. But we saw him get picked twice in the drafts on DraftKings before this. Send it. Send it. Derek, I forgot to ask you. Derek and Shamrock, I don't know if it was you. Have you guys seen, did you see Obsession? I finally saw it. A lot of hype. The movie made so much money. $750K budget. I hear it made $500 million. That is all time. That's Halloween level shit, man. And I'm curious what you guys thought of it if you saw it. It's weird to see a movie post-hype, because usually you are disappointed. It was like me with The Godfather. I watched that just recently, like a year ago for the first time. I was saving it. And all I heard was fucking best movie of all time. Goodfellas is way better. I understand it came first. Like, I got to give it some props there for being influential and groundbreaking. But, you know, Godfather was super disappointing. Maybe that's a hot take. Not a fan. I'm not rewatching that movie. It's too long. It's too slow. I get that it was the 70s and movies were not as well paced out back then. Stealing Harvard, definitely some great quotes. Derek saw Obsession, pretty good. What would you rate it? Give me a grade for it. Take away the hype. Just if you saw that independently, not knowing what it was, not factoring in the cheap budget, not factoring in the hype, just if you saw it, a naked movie, what would you think? Oh, dude, A Long Walk I was a big fan of, man. Mark Hamill, yeah, that was pretty fucking good. Long Walk was really intense, though. It's crazy. It's a Stephen King book, right? So I hear the book's better, and a lot of times that is the case. But, you know, with what it is, it was pretty good. Mark Hamill was solid. The acting was really good from the kids. But, no, they're still awake. I'm not waking anyone up. They're still awake. I still hear them. I'm up here in a second. I would say Obsession's better than Long Walk. Totally different films. But I had no urge to go back and rewatch A Long Walk, which tells me a lot. You know, it was a good movie. It just, there's a lot of lull and downtime in it. Dialogue was good. You know, acting was good, like I said. Ending was really good. But I have I'm going to go watch Obsession again this week, because I hear it's one of those movies, and, you know, what I've heard about it from Bill Simmons, from Cody Leach, definitely worth a second watch. You pick up on a lot more stuff. Oh, yeah, which part is that? Again, I've only seen Stealing Harvard like 3 or 4 times. A couple of them way back in the day when I was really high, so I don't, you know, remember a lot. Oh, wow. Derek did not like Obsession. 3.7 out of 5. I would say 4.3 to 4.5. I liked it a lot, man. Because I know a lot of people like It Follows, and it kind of had an It Follows vibe to me. That was definitely more produced than Obsession, but I definitely liked Obsession more than It Follows. I think Weapons was a little better than Obsession. Barely. But I liked Weapons a lot. What is Hokum? What's up, Moreau? Me and Moreau are building, well, it's his team, the most banger dynasty squad in the history of, it's not, we haven't even played our first game yet. It started up this year. this is the most banger of bangers, Monroe. We're putting in the time in this league, and we're just, if we don't win this year, I'm gonna be fucking super, super disappointed. So it's a great spot, great squad. Shut up, Monroe. Shut him out. It was right up there, Shamrock. I gotta say, it's right up there with weapons. I give weapons the edge because I love the non-chronological order, the creativity in that regard. Didn't love the ending of weapons necessarily. I think that was a little bit of a letdown because how good the rest of the movie was. But the structure of weapons is genius. I liked Barbarian as well. Weapons was clearly a better film. His second effort. I'd say Obsession is more of in the Get Out realm in terms of style. And I think Get Out was a little overrated. Still a great movie. Sinners, people liked definitely the Dusk Till Dawn feel, and I'm a big Dusk Till Dawn fan. Like, dude, the Tarantino, I know everyone gives him shit about being in all of his movies, and I kind of like his cameos for the most part. That's more than a cameo. He's an actor in that movie, and he is the creepiest motherfucker. Juliette Lewis, Clooney kills it. That movie's great. That movie's great. But Sinners is a lot deeper. There's a lot of, if you rewatch Sinners, there's a lot of really smart stuff, and just, in terms of society and the time frame it was in, pretty deep stuff there in Sinners. Like, Sinners was a good film without the vampires, where like Dusk Till Dawn. Also, I liked the part without vampires. It was more of just like a natural born killers kind of feel. All right, Derek, I got to remember this. Message me in the Discord right now and say Hokum so I can watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight when I'm trying to wind down after I do my work and hang out with them. Damn it. Derek's definitely taking Hawkinson. Miles got a banger in the Corgi. See, sometimes things work out. You win a lot more in the Corgi than you can in our little sit and go we're doing here, and you're by yourself too, which is always a nice plus. Yeah, Ricky P is still on the board, and someone takes Trey Harris, so we're going to take Alvin Kamara. And then we got to make sure we have a Q set because we do not want to get... And there goes Hawkinson. There goes Hawkinson. We're going to wait at quarterback 3. What? Shamrock? Giovanni Ribisi? You get... Hey, Erica. Come here real quick. You got to hear this. You'll hear this. Yeah, you. Come here. Say hi, everyone. Also, I want you. Just come say hi. You remember her? Look at this comment. If you want a 90s throwback still, you should check out Boiler Room. Big cash. Giovanni Ribisi is great in it. Tell them how much I love Ribisi.
Oh my God.
I'm obsessed with Ribisi. I love him. The best part of Saving Private Ryan. Fucking love Ribisi, dude. What was the show we watched with Ribisi in it? He's a con man or whatever. The hell, Pete, Sneaky Pete. Yeah, Sneaky Pete. We didn't finish it. Love Ribisi, dude. Big fan of Ribisi. So I definitely want to check out everything with Ribisi in it. He plays a really good part in there's a movie in the early 2000s with Bruce Willis called Perfect Stranger. That's pretty good, Ribisi. I mean, everything Ribisi's in, he dominates. Love Ribisi. Mouth doesn't think he is going to win. He knows he's going to win. I think it was what that comment says. Did you watch the whole series, Derek? Because we stopped like season 3. I don't know why. It was a good show. I mean, something else must have got released. Or we watched, what happens is like a new movie gets dropped in my box, like something new, like a Weapons or something. And I watched that. Then I just like forget I was watching it. Yeah, he's the main character. Oh, he's the main character in Boiler Room. Okay, I'm in here. I'm sold. So I got to watch Boiler Room and Hokum. Please, both of you guys, if you could, send me those names in case I forget. You know, there's a reason I might forget. You guys know why. Send those to me so I can put the. I have a pretty long docket of things I have to watch. I still have to watch Sopranos, guys, which is wild. I probably shouldn't have watched Breaking Bad for the third time. I should have probably just watched Sopranos, but I'm also saving Sopranos. Like, I know how great it is, and I've watched a little bit of it. I want to save that, to save greatness. It's nice. That's what I did with the Godfather, and it disappointed me. Because, you know what, there's a comeback in instant movies and TV shows, but it's still never going to be like it was in the 90s. Ever, ever, ever. Yeah, I had a buddy whose mother's name is Gay, G-A-E, because it says her dad's initials. Gay Conroy was her name. G-A-E. So it is a thing. Not spelled like that, though. I never heard that before. All right, guys, 3 rounds left. 3 rounds left. Again, get your teams in the Discord after this. I will try to check it out when I can after I hang out with these peeps. Shout out to Erica for making a quick cameo. You're going to see her on here a lot. We have 6 of her drafts we're going to stream. 6 of my 40 drafts are hers, essentially, that we co-manage. And that'll be broken up in 3 different days. We'll do two each day with her. So you'll see her on here for a couple hours for 3 days, closer to the NFL season. Probably like end of August, early September for those days. So we kind of collaborate. You know, she hasn't been doing a lot of research this year, so it'll be mostly me drafting those teams. Yeah, Mal, send it to me right away, and I'll read it out on the stream for you. So you'll see the wifey on the show drafting some bangers. She has the all-time best track record right now in fantasy. Her 3-year career is unmatched. It's 7 championships out of 16 leagues. It's 7 firsts, 3 seconds, 2 thirds, I think. What is that? 12 out of 16 she's placed. Unbelievable. They're lower buy-ins, $50 to $100, and if you give me in a $50 or $100 league, a public league, like, I'm going to take those down not most times, but apparently with hers, yes. And then I draft the team typically for her, and then we co-manage the team together, and I give her the ultimate say in start sit. In terms of like defensive streaming options, she starts getting more in tune with stuff during the season. There goes all the quarterbacks I wanted to draft. Well, shit. If this dude takes, all right, cool. We got Tua. We have Baker, Sam Darnold, and Tua. Not a great quarterback room. The rest of the team's okay, though. Not my favorite squad I've ever drafted, though. Derek's taking the whole goddamn clock on these picks. Sean Watson. We're going to take Darnell Mooney. And then one more pick. Let's just queue up a bunch of shitty wide receivers. Here we go. All right, we're queued. Again, guys, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central, we're drafting more teams. Let's just hope that we have another tournament dropping on Underdog tomorrow. Something we can get into play instead of, doing DraftKings, which takes forever, and then doing sit and goes. I don't hate sit and goes, but we want some tournaments. Okay, we have sent from Mouth. I will wait till this draft is over, and I will read your team, and we will chat about it. We'll see, Mouth. I've been giving you some harsh grades here, and I'm going to keep on giving the whatever I think. I'm not going to just say I like the team if I don't. I'm not going to say I hate the team if I like it. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully you cleaned up some of the quarterback issues and the build stuff. I know you definitely drafted some bangers this year for sure. I do tend to grade you a little harsher than some other people because I do expect more. But this team's been getting talked up, so we got to see how great this team actually is. Harsh grades is how we get better, man. Not even just critiques, right? Constructive criticism. That's how I like to phrase it, and that's big in life, not just in best ball. You know, we want to know how we can get better and grow. And, you know, you're a first-year best ball guy. You're not the most experienced fantasy guy, but you're still way above the curve of people that have been playing for a long time, right? You're a quick study for sure. Not everyone can be Derek over here, but you know what? It makes sense because Derek's been playing fantasy football since fucking 1995. Derek is 71 years old. The dude's lived a lot of life. He's seen a lot, and he knows his shit. Sorry, Derek, you're 52. Derek also has a great hairline. It's great. It's better than mine. The color's not great, but you know what? Silver foxes are hot, dude. Hot silver fox over there, Derek. I like to mix up my glazing of Derek and then I shit on him, so it all evens out to just I shouldn't say anything at all. I think it's much more funny when I do both. You know, just I want to do both.
Things go well, I might be showing her my O face. Oh. You know what I'm talking about. Oh.
To go. Mouth makes epic trades also. Them are fighting words, brother.
Stupid fuck. Go buy some sandals. Buy some sandals.
You want to fight? I'll fight you. I haven't fought in 10 years. I'm fighting that. What you got? What you got? Let's see. Throw down, bitch. Throw down, bitch.
No comment. You guys are funny. My roster's pretty set now, so you guys are great. You guys crack me up. This is why I love coming to work every day. If you ever want to call this a job, it's great. It's much appreciated. Someone took Torrey Horton. Taking Torrey Horton there is not very appreciated from Kyle. That is not cool. Not cool, McAuliffe. That's you, McAuliffe, right? I know that's you. You got to take Keon Coleman. Gross. This team isn't good. I don't think this team's very good. It's all good, man. It's all good. I was a little distracted this draft, and sometimes it doesn't fall the way we want it to fall. It's not that bad. Like I said, post-draft show, go win that championship. You guys are funny. Antonio Williams for a first-round pick. That's just epic trade work. Who did Antonio Williams for a first-round pick? I don't know if that was the whole deal, right? That was not the whole deal. Why would I want Bateman? I like Bateman, but I definitely want Torrey Horton over Bateman. The only way I'd take Bateman over Torrey Horton was if it was a tournament and I had Lamar. That's the only situation that I would take Bateman over Horton. Horton is a great 18th round pick. And again, I'm also a Shaheed guy. I like both these players. I don't take Cooper Kupp. Never, ever, 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 ever will I take Cooper Kupp. The guy scored 2 touchdowns last year, and he was playing like 68 or 70% of the snaps. The snap share is going down. He's dusty as shit. He is essentially a receivers coach there, in my mind. Nico and Lamb, so that's a wash. Nico and Lamb is not a wash. Lamb is way better than Nico. It's in PPR, especially. If you want to say this is standard, maybe Nico could be a wash with Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is what they call a PPR cheat code, and let's not get confused by last year's numbers. I'm going to get to, we're pretty much done here, gentlemen. We did 2.5 hours. Like I said, I have a party going on behind me. I snuck on here, ended up being 2.5 hours. That's what I do. And let's get to Mouth Squad here in the Corgi. Jonathan won another race. Dude, just crushing right now. I'm going to read Mouth's team here. Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, and Shedeur Sanders. He wanted Brissett. Daniel Jones, Bryce Young, Sanders, Jonathan Taylor, Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard, Pacheco, Brian Robinson, Tet McMillan, DJ Moore, Marvin Harrison, Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Concepcion, Jalen Coker, Tank Dell with Trey McBride and Eli Stowers. Not a naked Stowers guy. With Trey McBride, doesn't really matter. I wish you had Pat Fryermuth or something, someone a little bit better. But Tank Dell is your last receiver. Coker and Ted McMillan. I don't like double stacking Bryce Young, but if Bryce Young takes a leap here, this works. I like Concepcion. Let me look at some of the ADPs here. Josh Downs standard. Okay, so DJ Moore. 2 awesome running backs, bad quarterback room, good tight end room. I'm going to go B to B plus Mouth. I think it's a good team. I don't like DJ Moore as a 2. As much as I love Marvin Harrison, I like Downs as a 4. Pittman, Concepcion, nice pairing there. Coker, Tank Dell. I love Coker. Not a Stowers guy. And yeah, other than that, though, pretty good. Quarterback room is just still pretty weak. And if you got Brissett on this team, I would definitely grade this higher. I'll go B to B plus, though. I think it's a pretty good team. It definitely has a good shot. The correlation's there. Makes sense. You do have Chuba, Tet, and Jalen Coker, so you're not overstacked. Borderline overstacked. Daniel Jones, you have JT, Josh Downs, and then Shador, you have Concepcion. All right, it's a good team, dude. This is a B plus. I'm gonna give you a B plus. It might have crept into the A minus range had you got Jacoby Brissett. I don't think there's any world this is an A, just because I don't like DJ Moore as a 2. I just can't get on board with that one. But top 2 running backs, great. Love Pacheco. You have some upside there with Brian Robinson. Everything made sense in this team. We'll go B plus. Terrence Ferguson I get on board with for sure. Even though the drafting of Max Clare is just very concerning. Like, does that make any sense that they drafted Max Clare when Terrence Ferguson was really good last year, a 2nd-round pick, literally kept Sadiq off the field at Oregon, and then they're just like, well, we're going to draft Max Clare. That made almost less sense than the Ty Simpson pick. But yeah, 100%, guys, all fair in Dynasty, in trade talk, and y'all are adults. I can't control you. Say what you want. I'll say what I want. So love it, man. Love it. Love all you guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me on a Saturday night. 2.5 hours. The shortest stream we've done in like a month and a half, dude. But we'll get back on it tomorrow with probably a longer stream. All right, Mouth, thank you for the one super chat we got tonight. Mouth, $25 banger. Appreciate it. Didn't even get in this draft, but love it. Appreciate it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a clip. I'm going to do one more chug just for that, since Mouth is on an island there, and I know Mouth is struggling a bit. He's still giving me his hard-earned money. So, again, much appreciated. Much love to Mouth. Guys, before I get the chug going, let's also shout out Downtown Sports. Guys, after the show, if you could do me one favor, hop over to YouTube, search Downtown Sports. You will see it. They have, let me look at the sub count right now. They just started the channel recently. Let's look at the sub count. I want this to go up by 5 if you could. Forget supporting this show for a bit. 43. I want to see that number up to 47 at least. 47 subs in the next 10 minutes. Can we do that? Can we do that, guys? Would much appreciate that. The Downtown Sports Podcast. You see the logo where sports come home. 43 subs. Let's get that number up to 47 if you could. I'm going to do a chug race here before we get off. So let me grab one real quick. I'll be back in 20 seconds, and you guys tune in for that, and then I'll talk you out. Here we go. Here you go. It was only like a little less than, it was like 11 ounces in there. So I should have won. Slowing down a little bit. McCullough got a sub. Thank you, McCullough. Appreciate everybody supporting Mouth, supporting me. Yeah, let's see if we got any personal subs today. I know we got one, which is one sub. Wow. That is pretty low. Mouth's going to get 4 more subs from this stream than I am, but you know what? That's fine. I share the love, baby. I need to give you guys all hugs right now in the chat. Give you guys some hugs, maybe some drugs, something like that. All right, tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central. Would love to see you guys in there. Again, we have a big week coming up next week. Nice and Blunt is joining me on Wednesday. Storey and Chaz on Thursday. Storey and Nico on Friday for a 2-part episode. Upside Floor. We go with 3 guys, 3 players, 4 players in the same range. We find out, we see what each player think, each panelist thinks has the highest upside, highest floor. And if we have the same guy for both answers, we're about this player. So can't wait to pick their brains on these players. Sometimes I give them the list, sometimes I don't. So we'll see if I want them to prep for the names and have their answers already ready, or if I want to see them off the cuff. Maybe I'll have you guys vote for that in the Discord what you want. Should I share the names? I'm going to know the names. Should I share the names of the groupings of players with them, or do you want to hear their reaction in real time? I think real time is probably the most beneficial because we can talk this out. It's a good exercise for also you guys in the audience in the chat. You guys can give your answers in the chat. You know, we like to be very interactive around here. So that's pretty much going to do it here. One last time, I do want to shout out to all the Patreon members, all the people in the community that are supporting me, that have stayed in here supporting me through the off season. You know, you're getting the most content ever. This channel, 7 nights a week, literally usually 3 or 4 hours. This is the shortest stream we've done since fucking mid-June, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Appreciate everybody for supporting me. Here's Helen Hunt. Hello, Helen. A lot of awesome perks we do offer in there, gentlemen. The Discord, community fantasy leagues. We have some openings in the redrafts. We have an opening in the best ball league, all done on League Safe. Come play against me. You think you know fantasy. You think you can dominate. Play against the best. Play against all these savvy community members in here. It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a wild time. A lot of conversations. A lot of time dedicated to the standings, things like that on the show, on the streams. Also giving away free merchandise, hats and shirts every single month. If you become a fanatic in the Patreon, you just get a hat and a shirt sent for free right away. If not, you enter into the once a month when the season starts every week. Every week in the NFL season, I'm giving away a hat and a shirt to a lucky Patreon member. All you guys in there already have them, but we'll get new blood in there. They'll all get merch. And lastly, you do get access to the bets. If you're a betting man, if you want to get into bets, if you're struggling, guess what? You're going to make a lot more money than what you're paying me to get in this. It's $10 a month to get in this tier, 96 and 58 last year. Just put $20 on each bet. You're going to quadruple your money, probably more than what you're giving me. So link in the description for the Patreon. Go to the website. You can find it that way, or just go to Patreon and search Professional Fanatics. Real easy to get in there. Once you sign up, I get your email. I send you an invite. You get in the Discord. You get in the community, and we start hopefully a lifelong friendship, a kinship, a bond. That's what we want. These guys are still chatting about this question, and I am not really going to comment on that. But Anthony says, just hit that like. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you and everyone else. That is it for me. We still did 2 hours and 40 minutes. They're probably a little salty at me. All good. We will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll talk to you then. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. I'm out.